to get out there. If that's you, Omega Church has a great opportunity right here in Coral Springs on April 30th for vendors to come out. Not only that, but each vendor will get a radio interview 1 week before this event. How awesome is that? If you're interested, please call 754-265-5739. That's 754-265-5739. Can't wait to hear from you.
The sponsors like Combine Insurance that help our broadcaster make it what it is.
This is Lance Dennis, Combined Insurance Company of America. We pay cash directly to you. We have accident, sickness, disability, and life insurance plans. For further information, please call Lance Dennis, 954-257-3695. Thank you.
We're so grateful to Combine Insurance for being a proud sponsor of the Omega Radio.
954-257-3695.
Omega Radio would like to welcome our newest sponsor to our radio family, Omega Building. Are you looking for a venue for your next event, such as weddings, concerts, seminars, and church spaces that can fit from 25 people to 500 people? And it's all inclusive. For further information, Omega Building can be reached at 954-900-4310.
WOIB would like to thank Omega Building for being a proud sponsor of this station.
Angela Price from Dignity Memorial on Wednesday, every Wednesday at 11:15 a.m. on Omega Radio. We'll be educating the community on pre-arrangements with our host, Angela Price. That's me.
Sister Angela Price from Dignity Memorial is a proud sponsor of WOIB 101.9 FM. Omega Radio would like to thank Sister Angela Price from Dignity Memorial for being a proud sponsor to this station. Angela Price can be reached for further information at 954-639-6031. To get the best deal, you need to call her personally, as she represents Dignity Memorial and Bailey Memorial.
You're listening to Omega Radio, the station of the star. The local time is now 8:08 a.m. on Friday, the 29th day of April, the year 2022. And at this time, this segment is sponsored by Omega Radio and Omega Church Pop-Up Shop, coming your way this Saturday, April 30th, year 2022, from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., where you'll have opportunity to be able to engage with your local vendors, small business owners. And in just a moment, you'll be hearing from one of our proud vendors that will be at the pop-up shop this Saturday. You'll be hearing from Christian Strauters with CASNACART in just one moment. He is a proud vendor of the pop-up shop that's happening this Saturday. Stay tuned for more. Don't touch the dial and don't go anywhere. You can tune in live on Omega Radio, on YouTube, and Omega Church Radio, WOIB 1019. On Facebook, you can download Omega Radio in your app store to view and watch live the interview. As well, you can go to the omegachurch.com to watch live the interview. Once you stay connected with Omega Radio, as you will be hearing from a proud vendor very shortly, who will be taking part in the pop-up shop this Saturday. The host, Omega Radio and Omega Church, in collaboration, the proud sponsor that's sponsoring this local time, 8:10 a.m. on the Friday, the 29th day of April. We'll be having the pop-up shop this Saturday, and you'll be hearing from one of our proud vendors, CASNACART with Christian Strauters. Don't touch the dial. Don't go anywhere. Welcome, Christian Strauters. How are you this morning?
I'm good. Great. Relaxed.
Amen. It's great to have you joining us this morning on Omega Radio, and it's It's absolutely fantastic that you'll be taking part in the pop-up shop this Saturday. So what I would love for you to do, as we have the listening audience and the viewing audience engaged, I want you to introduce yourself. Tell us who you are, what you do, and all about your company.
Well, first, my name is Christian. I like distributors. That's where you get the CASNACART. What I do, I am a all-around painter. I would say I'm a Renaissance artist, meaning I create original paintings out of acrylic. I also do illustrations and make handmade jewelry out of all of my painting and acrylics. And basically, if it's plain, I can paint on it.
Amen. And so, Christian, tell me a little bit about the foundation of your company. When did you establish or begin your company?
Roughly last year, I made the decision that I wanted to do something for myself, and I've always been an artist since I was a child. But now that I'm older, I just want to pursue it in full force. You know, so the CAS is my name, Christian Struthers. The next is the real vision. It's New Age Collective, and New Age Collective, I mean, I have a collective of modern art, a collective of artists eventually. That has not under me, but just collaborating with me in an artist circle, and art is what we do.
Amen. And Christian, tell me a little bit about your history in art. You said that you just recently established your company, incorporated within the last year. However, you've been drawing for some time. Tell me what inspired you to begin art.
I've always been inspired by art, mainly because my mother is a painter herself. So ever since I was a child, I've always seen somebody creating something or painting or drawing or decorating in some way. So I've always been inspired by art. And then I found that same talent that came from my mom and my other generations is just passed down from me, honestly. And I'm just taking it to a different level in a sense.
Amen.
But I've always been inspired by art.
Amen. And so from your own personal experience with art over these years, do you have a particular genre that you love, or outside of the Renaissance that you've mastered?
My specialty is all this portraits or abstract color portraits. But for that, I'm creating portraits with not the regular skin tone. It still is a very realistic portrait when it comes to the face and the features, but the skin tone and the ordinary things that you would see in a human aren't there, and it forces you to look at the human versus the color of their skin. Like, let's say that, I'm sorry.
Go ahead and continue, Christian.
Just to point how it would work out. If Bob Marley was painted in a realistic way, but he was green, would it diminish any of the great things that he did? He would still be one of the greatest music artists, one of the greatest revolutionaries, one of the most peaceful men, but he would be green. So it would force you to look at his accomplishments and his versus just his skin color.
I mean, absolutely. And so right now we're going to go ahead and take a short musical break, and we'll be right back with more from Christian Struthers with CASNACART, your local artist. So for all your artistry needs, you can reach out to CASNACART, Christian Struthers. He'll be at the pop-up shop this Saturday, April 30th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. But stay tuned for more from our proud vendor that will be at the pop-up shop. In just one moment, we'll be taking a short music break. We'll be right back with you. Don't touch that dial. It's Omega Radio.
As you drive, enjoy the ride.
started with the Praise the Lord Show. Host Pastor Mike. Download our app now on WOIB 101.9 FM, Omega Broadcasting Network. Like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't miss our Drive Time Show, live every Tuesday, 5 p.m. So listen 24.
Smile at them, my salvation. Psalm 27, River, watch them. I say, rock up angels, left for me. Cause some people evil, them wish that for me. I know God Almighty, check for me. So me not be worried about when them set for me. I'm no Father God, him love me so till. So me not care who hate me so till. Them want me pop down, them while we so till. Success I kill them, I hate them so till. So me not care about the mind people. But like to me by a one vehicle. From your nose, say I good over evil. Put up your one and sing out the people. Baby, left for me. Cause some people evil, them wish that for me. I know God Almighty, check for me. So me not be worried about them I said for me. People want to know me from me a picnic. Oh, me no pray. Hypocrite not honor me. So me no care if you want like me. Cause me know me well loved by the Almighty. Because me fans them a rate me so till. Some say them a friend but them fake so till. And me just a sleep me a stay awake so till. Me believe in a God and me a fake so till. Stop angels left for me. Cause some people evil. Them wish that.
Welcome back. Welcome back. You are listening to Omega Radio. And right now we have a proud vendor that is CASNACART Christian Structures. He'll be at the pop-up shop this Saturday. And you're listening to the foundation of his business and a bit about where his passions came from and what has inspired him. He was also sharing a bit of his mastership, some of the particular genres in which he dabbles in and he has come to master. Christian, would you continue to elaborate a little bit? You're sharing regarding, you're giving an example regarding an art form. You are using Bob Marley as an example. And you're sharing something regarding the cues, the color scheme. Would you share that once again with the listening audience?
Yeah, so my specialty is Fauvist portraits or abstract color palette portraits. And I make realistic portraits, usually mixing them with landscapes, but I don't use the normal skin tones that us as humans might have. And I do that for the main reason of forcing the viewer to actually look at the human versus just their skin tone, hoping that will transfer to this society and this world that we live in. So my example from Bob Marley, can you still hear me?
Yes, I can.
My example from Bob Marley, or anybody great that you might find as a role model or just a great person, if you saw them in a photo or a portrait or a painting and they were green or they were purple, would it diminish any of their great things that they did? Would that person not still be the person that they are just because they're a different skin tone? And that's what I try to show through all of my portraits, because it forces you to look at the human.
Amen. And so this is Christian Structures with CASNACART, your local artist. So for all your artistry needs, you can reach out to Christian Structures for further information. He can be reached on Instagram at Cash the Artist, and you can view online to get all that information at Omega Radio on YouTube, at Omega Church Radio WOIB 1019 on Facebook, and his Instagram is CAS the Artist, and as well for further information he can be reached on his website at www.casnacart.com. That is CASNACART.com. But one sure way to get a hold of him is at the pop-up shop this Saturday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., where you can ask him all about his artistry, all about his portfolio and what he's done. You can view some of the work that he's done as well. But Cass, I want you to encourage people and engage with the people a little bit and share a little bit about some of the styles and the different type of work that you do, so they know what kind of things that they may be able to invest in with you.
Well, there, other than my specialty, I do almost everything because I believe that everything is a canvas. So if it is blank, I can put some kind of design or paint or draw on it. So I make illustrations from just ballpoint pens, showing that anybody can do what I'm doing with very little materials. All you need is a paper and a pen. I make coasters. I make handmade jewelry out of all of the acrylic palettes from all of my paintings. So instead of buying new materials, in a sense, I recycle and reuse all of my color palettes and all of my paintings, and then make jewelry out of them. So necklaces and earrings and jewelry and bracelets. So that is some of what you will see at the show.
Amen. And while at the show, are you going to be doing antique paintings or any crafting live? Or will everything be pre-ready? Or will they have to make order with you?
I'm always open for commissions. All you have to do is just have the idea, and I will create everything else. So yes, please, if I am there and you would like to commission something, even if I don't have the materials, I can always send it to you, and we can always talk outside of the show. But at the show, I would like to live paint, so I most likely will be painting so people can see where all of the talent comes from.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Christian as well, do you offer any services in the community as far as events or workshops engaged in the community with your work?
Yes, I am beginning to do painting lessons and like paint in SIP classes. I'm just in the beginning stages of that, but I should start doing that within the next couple months. Definitely. Now, I'm a traveling artist, meaning I'm not from Florida. I'm usually from Pennsylvania. So I'll be traveling back up to the tri-state area this summer and creating classes without the summer. So like painting SIP classes and children's like camp art classes and different things. Well, you will be able to find all that information on my website soon enough.
Amen. Absolutely. And so though you are a traveling artist, you are still able to share or get the art that they requested to them. Is that right?
Oh, yes. Yes, UPS doesn't have an address.
Amen.
That's FedEx.
Amen. 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 Indeed. And as well, may I ask you, do you also do art for maybe weddings or parties, bar mitzvahs, baby showers, things of that nature?
No, I do. I actually am a musical artist as well. So I can sing and perform spoken word poetry as well as rap. So I definitely can do any of those things. But that's a different realm of art in a sense. Now, my true goal is to become a muralist. So I would like to find some buildings and different events where I could live paint 10 walls and buildings. But that is a dream that I'm looking to accomplish.
Amen. We may have some individuals, or proud sponsors, or proud vendors as well at the pop-up shop. They may be in need of your services, and so absolutely make sure you get connected with them there at the pop-up shop, Christian. And as well, absolutely. So Christian, we're here coming to a close to the interview. I want you to share your final thoughts, what it is that you'd like for the listening and viewing audience to know, and also encourage them to come on out to the pop-up shop.
I would just remember that everything is a canvas, that everything, we are art in general as humans. And supporting art isn't just supporting a craft, but it's supporting a mindset to help build this world, to bring art and different thoughts, different perspectives, different viewpoints to this world. So buying art isn't just buying a piece of paper. It's giving more. So that's what I would say to encourage somebody to come out and even look and just talk about the art. Ask all the artists how they created their art and what inspires them.
Amen. There you have it. That is Christian Straughters with CASNACART, your local artist. And so if you'd love to hear more about the work that he does, if you'd love to be able to get involved and invest in his services, as he has mentioned, he offers events and workshops that's underway, that's coming your way. And so we want you to go ahead and encourage your local artist, Christian Straughter, and be a support to him. And as well, he would be able to assist you in any of your artistry needs and any events that you may be planning. He's sure to be able to assist you with that as well. And he'll be at the pop-up shop April 30th, 2022, from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Omega Church International Ministries campus, 11030 Wiles Road, Coral Springs, Florida. We want to thank Christian Straughters for being a proud vendor of the Omega Church and Omega Radio pop-up shop that is happening this Saturday, April 30th. So stay tuned for more. You'll be hearing more from our proud vendors. So don't go anywhere. Keep it locked. Keep it tuned for more on Omega Radio, the station of the star, where Jesus Christ is the star.
So how am I going to approach this young lady and say, hey, I don't know what I'm doing all the way with this money thing. And as a matter of fact, I have over $30,000 in debt. Will you marry me?
I was devastated. I mean, devastated. I felt like a whole world was crashing right before my eyes. And it wasn't necessarily the debt, because I knew that we can overcome the debt. But it was that trust. I was truly afraid of what I was going to encounter through the marriage.
Ty opted to pray for guidance and felt that she should give Talent another chance. Sometime later, the couple said, I do, and started on the road to financial healing.
I started to see that the way I was interacting with money was leading me to a place I didn't want to get to. I was living paycheck to paycheck, stressed out every 27th of the month because I had spent all my money. And so I began to just really learn, and not just read, but start to implement things that I couldn't do it all.
Right here on your favorite gospel station.
And so I slowly over time.
This right here, my pops would do. PDA, come on. Operate, yeah. Get heaven on the line. We gonna take it back a little. I got to call them out to something so bad. Y'all wasn't expecting this, was it? Operate, get heaven on the line. Sometimes I feel like time is running out. Check this out, listen. Sometimes it feels